Hi, my name is Frances from Yoga Glow Studio. I'm going to be taking you through an hour-long practice. I would say this is an intermediate level practice. If you have blocks at home, it might be nice to have a couple of blocks. If not, you can just find yourself a couple of cushions. Let's get started. So we're going to start lying down on our backs. You can either lie in a Shavasana, or you can come into Supta Baddha Konasana butterfly fold with the soles of your feet touching. And just bring yourself down. If you've got quite open hips, you may not need any blocks. You can just lie down with the hips open. I prefer to have some blocks underneath, and I like to bring them so they rest. One side is underneath the thigh, and the other side just comes onto the outer edge of the lower leg. So just taking a moment to set up and get comfortable with blocks or with cushions, and then just get really relaxed. Allow yourself to sink down into the mat. You can bring your arms like mine are in a goalpost or cactus shape, just opening up through the shoulders as well as the hips already. Just allow the breath to settle, just deepening and lengthening the breath, relaxing the face, the mouth, the jaw, just taking a few really nice, deep, long breaths in and long breaths out. Just letting go of anything that's happened today. And on the exhale, just letting go of any tension, any stress, any frustrations, just breathing it out. So just noticing how you feel in your body, in your mind. Are you full of energy, or are you tired? What do you need from your yoga practice today? Remembering to honor where you're at. So one advantage of not being in a physical class with me is that you can really even more pace yourself and slow down if you need to, rest in child's pose. Sometimes it's harder to do that in a physical class, even though I always encourage it. But when everyone else around you is following, it can feel isolating to just lie down and take a break. But when you're at home, you really can. So notice what you need. Maybe you need to push yourself today and really create some energy in your body, or maybe you need to go slower. A big part of yoga is svadhyaya in Sanskrit, which means self-study, self-reflection. So just noticing what your tendencies are. Are you someone who tends to overdo, to overwork? Are you competitive? Do you strive and seek perfection? Or are you in need of creating more perfection, of creating more energy in your body? Are you apathetic? Do you tend towards laziness? What kind of person are you, and how can your yoga practice balance you out? Because what we practice on the mat, we can really take away with us. It really does throw the light on our habits or practices that support us, but also those tendencies that really don't support us. So whether it's binge eating or drinking too many glasses of wine in the evening, we've all got our things that self-sabotage, that hold us back. But really the goal of yoga is to help us to realize our full potential, or one of the goals of yoga is to help us to realize our full potential, to shine our light. So really noticing today yourself, your habits that support you, the people that support you, the people you spend time with that support you, that help raise you up, those people that perhaps don't do that drain your energy. So who do you share your time with? What practices do you do that help and support you? What practices do you do that perhaps sabotage you in some way? Noticing everything, finding that awareness, present moment awareness, and seeing what comes up. Relax the face. And maybe turning on your Ujjayi breath now. So Ujjayi breath is a Sanskrit word. It's also known as oceanic breath or victorious breath. My hips are starting to get a bit achy in this position, so I'm going to take the blocks out now and just bring my legs out wide. You do what works for you. Just settling down again, maybe changing position. Finding any position that feels comforting. We're going to start by working a little bit into our core today to create some energy and heat in the body. So I want you just in a minute to walk the feet back, but I got distracted. We're going to start with our Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, or oceanic breath. Several words for it. I like to think of it as ocean waves on the shore, cleansing the body. And it's this breath which helps us to link the mind and the body together and achieve that dynamic meditation. So for this breath, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So obviously, if you're coldy at all, it's not going to work. So just take any breath that works for you. But if you haven't got a cold, you might want to try this breath. So we inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. So it's audible, and it's a slight constriction in the back of the throat on the inhale and the exhale. You can think of it as if you're trying to fog up a mirror. So it's a strong breath, not forced, but it's powerful, like the sea is on the shore, coming in and out. We really aim to link this breath with the movement. So let's walk the feet back now, and you can bring the hands onto the abdomen, just pressing the lower back into the mat and tucking the chin lightly in. Knees can fall into each other here. We're going to, as we breathe in, we're going to narrow the corset muscles, engage the transverse abdominal muscles, and just try and draw the navel into the spine. So the lower back really presses into the mat here. So feel this engagement already. Inhaling. Exhaling. So carry on just like this. So you're narrowing the waist and you're drawing the belly in towards the back, navel to spine with the exhale. Just two more, just like this. Try and relax everything else that isn't engaged with the breath here. Relax all the other muscles. Just isolating the attention to the abdominal area. Good. And now keeping the hands onto the abdomen, just bring the knees above the hips. So the knees are over the hips in line and the shins are parallel to the ground. Chin stays tucked. Good. We're going to really press the lower back into the mat to keep that engagement. Inhale here. Exhale, tap the toes down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come up now. And exhale, just bring the arms out to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch the right leg out, point the toes. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover the left leg, point through the toes. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover left. Just two more. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover right. Inhale, center. And exhale, hover left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale. And just bring your hands behind the head now. Bring the thumbs down the neck just to really encourage you to keep the spine and the neck lengthening, not crunching and clenching up. Now we're really going to get into the deep core muscles. So let's take an inhale to stay here. And exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right, hover left leg. Inhale, center, squeeze and lift. And exhale, hover the right, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, stretch and lift. Keep breathing. Lifting everything up. And then lower down. Good. Take a big stretch out. Stretching through the abdominal muscles, so lifting the small at the back, stretching through your midline, and then just relax everything down. So just dropping everything down, let the feet fall open. Take a big breath in, and exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale, and exhale. Good. So now bringing the hands down, palms facing down, and just walk the feet back. Just see if you can reach the fingertips towards the heels. We're going to come up into our Setu Bandhu Sarvangasana, our bridge pose. When you come up, I want you to really focus on drawing the tailbone forward and keeping the knees in line with the hip points. So don't let the knees fall open. Let's come all the way up into your bridge. Then you can maybe interlink the hands underneath the back and just snuggle the shoulders a little bit closer together underneath you. If that's too much on the shoulders, just simply keep the palms facing up. Really press down through the big toe side of the foot. And just tuck the chin lightly and just breathe into the chest here. Keep pressing through the feet, squeezing and lifting the hips up. Good, and then gently lowering down and just bring the hands onto the knees. So the hands, when we do these knee circles, the hands are going to come down the thighs a little bit, and that's fine. The most important thing to focus on is just circling generously through the knees and massaging the lower back. So just circling the knees one way. Just notice how you can feel your core engage. At the same time, so circling the other way now, at the same time, massaging your lower back. Try to relax the face. just bring the hands behind the knees, and we're going to just either roll over or you can rock a few times on the spine. Just bring yourself all the way up to a seat. And you may want to take a sip of water, adjust the hair after being lying down. Just making sure you're set up so you're not distracted by hair or clothes flapping. So coming now into your all fours. So into your tabletop position, I want you just to draw the navel into the spine here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, shine the heart forward. And exhale to round and contract, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, reach the heart forward, tailbone rises. Exhale, push through the hands, round through the shoulders at the back, tuck the tailbone under, hug the belly in. Good. One more, inhale. And exhale to round. Good. And now we're going to just walk the hands forward a little and just stretch the right leg back. So let the head just dangle down. You can shake the head and neck out here and just find a deep stretch into that right leg, into the right calf. And then from here, walk the hands back and just bring that right foot to the back of the mat and pivot the left shin out behind you. And see if you can just raise the right arm up, stretching all the way open. Shoulder over shoulder alignment. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, right hand down the right leg. Make sure the right foot is firmly planted. Just breathing here in your gate pose. Relax. Inhale, reach up again. And exhale, the left hand comes down. See this time if you can bring the right hand alongside the ear a little bit more. Peel open the right shoulder, the right hip. Maybe look up at that top palm. And now just bring that hand above the shoulder. Maybe lifting up the right leg. Drawing the right hip back so you're squeezing into the right glute. And then staying here, or maybe taking a quad stretch. Reaching the right arm back, maybe holding onto that foot. Roll the back shoulder back, see mine's disappeared, behind me, and try and keep the knee on the same line as the hip. So the knee, foot, and hip are on one line. Inhale, let's reach long. And exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to take a flow to really help us establish linking the breath with the movement. So you can walk the knees back a little, draw the navel into the spine. Let's inhale here. Exhale, lower, nearly all the way down. Inhale, press up. Exhale to stretch back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower some of the way down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. And exhale, come back. And this time, find a child's pose so you can bring the knees wider. Bring the forehead down to the mat or onto a cushion and just lower yourself down. Just take a few deep breaths here. Now just walking the hands back, bringing the knees in front of the hips. Let's walk the hands back and just open up through the chest. So draw the shoulders together behind you, open up. And to come out, just tucking the chin lightly, walking yourself forward. And let's take that same little flow. So bring the right shin out to the side, the left foot will plant, reach the left arm up, stretching open. And now coming up into your gate pose. Left sole of the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat and flat. And then you just go to crescent over, reaching the right arm up and over, Trying to keep a lift through the midline. Draw that top shoulder blade back. Inhale back up. And exhale the right hand down. Maybe reach the left arm forward. Maybe looking up at that top palm if that's okay for the neck. Just spiraling the heart open, looking up at that palm. And then bringing the left arm back over the shoulder parallel. Reach the left leg up. So I'm squeezing into the glutes here, flexing the back foot. Drawing the right shoulder away as well as the left, so both equally pulling away from the other. Maybe reach back for the left foot as well. Draw the left shoulder back and get a really nice quad stretch here as well as opening up into the shoulder. Let's inhale, reach long. And exhale to lower back down here. And again, we'll take that same flow. So walking the knees back, engaging through the core. Inhaling. Exhale to lower nearly all the way. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale back. Bring the head down. And just walk the hands back. This time we're going to bring the left hand back behind us, reach the right arm up, stretch to the right side, lowering down. Inhale the other side. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And from here, just walking the hands all the way forward and finding your first downward dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So just paddling out the legs, bending one knee and then the other. Just warming up the back, the legs, the hips. So just keep going just like this. I'm just going to adjust my microphone, but you can keep going, warming up. So with your Ujjayi breath. And then when you're ready, you're just going to find some stillness. So really focusing on lifting the hips higher, or in the chest towards the thighs. See about shaking out the head and neck, releasing any tension. And then we're just going to inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, just walk yourself up to the mat. And find your ragdoll, so the feet are really wide. You just bring the hands onto the elbows and just find stillness, or you can find some movement here, just rocking and swaying. Just make sure the head and neck are just dropping down, dangling down. So really decompressing the spine. And just feel yourself relaxing deeper. And then from here, bring the hands down. You can walk the feet hip width all together. Half lift, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, palms to heart. So finding your Tadasana, you can bring the hands down to the sides, roll the shoulders back, really actively engage through the legs. So you're spreading the toes wide, engaging through the thighs, the kneecaps, crown of the head reaches up. And I want you just to connect with how you feel here and invite in an intention for yourself. So it may help to just bring one hand or both hands onto the upper chest, one over the other, and just tune in to your breath. So your intention can be anything you'd like to focus on. Gratitude, awareness, to be present with the breath. You choose what resonates. And when you're ready, you can blink open your eyes again. Good. We're going to come into our Utkatasana chair. You can bring the feet together or they can be hip width apart. Let's inhale into chair. Utkatasana, exhaling down. So really focusing on keeping the back long, so drawing the navel slightly in. Try not to clench the shoulders. So if you're lifting the hands very high but the shoulders are clenched, try just lowering them down. One more inhale and exhale to fold. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, and you can bring the feet out wide and find your yogi squat malasana, so just letting the hips drop down. You can keep the hands down or maybe bring them to the heart. You can always use the elbows to press the knees or the thighs open even more. Keeping a lift through the pelvic floor. And then release the hands down. Heel toe the feet in, hip width all together, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So we're going to take a few sun salutations here. We're going to take some side stretches. I prefer to keep my feet hip width apart for side stretches, but you can choose or you can try both. So just engaging through the body. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring the right hand onto the left wrist. Just breathing here, start to crescent to the right. So hips go left. Imagine that you're sandwiched between two panes of glass. So you're really trying to crescent over in a straight line. Drawing that shoulder, that top shoulder back. Hips go left. Inhale, let's reach back up. And exhale, left hand on right wrist. And crescent to the left. So you want your palm to be facing up, if that's okay with the shoulders. So you really open up through that right side. Inhale up. And exhale, let's cactus open the arms. Breathe here. Squeezing the hips forward. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. And we'll do one more half sun salutation, just like this. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, crescent to the right, right hand on the left wrist, just crescenting over. If this isn't comfortable on the wrist, you can always bring one hand down your right leg and the other hand up and over. So you choose which works in your body. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, switch the grip and crescent to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale to cactus open, squeeze the hips forward. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift, flat back, hard Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. Good. Just noticing your breath. Noticing how you feel. I'm going to take two full sun salutations now. I'll talk you through nice and slowly. So feet together or hip width apart. Let's inhale, arms rise. Then exhale, hinging at the hips, engaging the core to fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's step back, right leg then left leg into your plank or knees down plank. Lowering all the way down. Coming up into a baby cobra, tucking your elbows to the waist, lowering down, and then pressing back up to downward dog. Inhale here, Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant left leg steps back first this time. Lowering down. Inhaling to cobra. And exhaling to make your way back to downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, look and step forward. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant. Lowering down. Cobra. Back to downward dog. Take a big breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And another cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up the right leg. And start to take some circles into that hip. Just staying your Ujjayi breath for all times. If it feels comfortable. Back around the other way. Good. And then send that leg back straight and square so the hips are squared up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, look and step up. So maybe bringing the feet slightly wider apart from each other on the mat so you're on train tracks and you have stability. And then just bring yourself up into a high lunge. So just setting the shoulders up over the hips. You might want to bend into the back leg slightly to achieve that. And then from here, just bring the hands to the heart. See if you can just lower the back leg down. So coming into a low lunge now and setting that foot down. You're going to bring the hands behind the back, just open up through the shoulders. Drawing the hands away. From here, releasing, reaching the hands up high. And exhaling, bringing the hands down. So from here, just walking the right foot forward and coming into your half splits. So lengthening over that leg, stretching out the back, keeping the right foot flexed. Drawing the right hip back a little, just breathing here. And we're going to see about taking a twist. So if you've got a block or something you can use as a block at home, you can always bring one hand onto that. Otherwise you can bring the left hand down onto the floor and just come up onto fingertips to create a little bit more space. If you've got the block, you can really get a nice stretch here. So keep drawing that right hip back and you should feel this hopefully into the lower back. The quadratus labora area of the lower back, really stretching out this area, which gets really tight when we're seated a lot, which most of us are, and then releasing back down, setting the brick off to the side. You're just going to walk yourself back. So come to sit on the right hip, just bring the left foot into the right thigh. Let's inhale to reach up here. And exhale to fold. So Janushasana, head to knee. You want to keep your right foot flexed. If it's too much in the knees, you can always bring a blanket underneath this leg to create some support and keep a bent knee here if hamstrings are tight. Otherwise, just folding down, allowing yourself to completely relax, head and neck are soft. If you want to hold your foot, you can always bring hands onto the foot. But just be careful you're not clenching into the shoulders. I prefer to keep my hands down on the ground and just relax through the upper body. Good, and then you're just going to walk the hands back and then start to bring them over to the left side and just walk them forward to the top of the mat. Coming to the top of the mat. And we're going to flex the back foot. and start to come up. So reach the left arm forward and the right arm back here. Draw the belly away from the thigh, stretch and reach in both directions, so super strong. Everything's engaged, left glutes engaged. Draw the belly away from the top thigh, the front thigh, reach forward. One more breath. And exhale the left hand down and the right hand up. And breathe here, maybe hop the left foot back a few inches and just stretch and reach up. So shoulder over shoulder alignment. Draw and squeeze that right hip back and keep the left hip high. One more breath in. And exhale, lower that right hand down. And here, come into your side plank. So you can either drop the left knee down and take your version with the left knee down, or you can come onto the outer edge of that right foot now and just walk that back foot, the front foot, the right foot forward. Maybe keep walking it forward and either stagger the feet or maybe stack the feet alternately. Squeeze and lift high here. The other version is you just drop that left knee down like you did before and come here. But if it does feel okay, really working into the core strength here, lifting and reaching up. One more big inhale. And exhale, let's come into your planking. Just engage with your core here. Let's inhale, shift forward, and exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra, tucking the elbows in. And exhale, lower down. Pressing all the way back to downward dog. Again, maybe paddling out here left and right. Good, and we'll take that on the second side. So let's inhale, the left leg rises. And breathing here as you take your circles into the hip. Circling one way and then back round the other way. And then send that leg back straight and square. Inhale. Exhale, let's step forward. Good, and maybe again bringing the feet wider apart so you can come up into your high lunge with stability, structure. Finding your high lunge, palms face into each other. And then from here, hands to the heart, lowering the back knee down. And let's find that same shoulder opener here. So make sure your front ankle is underneath the left knee. Draw the hands back, interlinking. Left thumb on top this time, or more unusual thumb on top, whichever that is for you. Opening up. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, lower down. Finding your half splits again. Flexing that left foot, lengthening over that leg, drawing the left hip back. And now again, either coming up onto little gecko fingers to create a kickstand for yourself, or bringing the right hand onto a block or whatever you have at home. Start to peel open the left side. Squeezing and drawing that left hip back to feel this twist with the midline, but also really feeling the muscles in the lower back on the left side lengthen and stretch. You might even feel this into the glutes. And release it back down. And set the block off to the side. Start to draw yourself back again. Lowering down. Right foot in to the left thigh this time. Vinyasa head to knee. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, let's fold. So again, just settling in. You might notice that one side is tighter than the other. For me, the left side, even with all my yoga practices, still tighter, but it's evening out gradually over time. So just lowering as much as you can, drawing the belly in towards the spine. And relax. Head and neck dangling. walking the hands around to the right, going back up to the top of your mat. And let's flex the back foot. And you know what we're doing with this side. We're going to come up with the right hand forward and the left hand back. So powering into the ball of the back foot, pressing into the front foot, reaching and stretching. So again, you might notice differences between the sides. I've got a rotator cuff injury to my left shoulder caused by a dog on a lead pulling, not by yoga. Yoga is actually helping us a lot, but I can't get the back arm up so high as my right arm when that one's sent back. So just noticing the difference between sides with everything we do. And then we're going to drop the right hand down. Again, you might want to pop the back foot back a couple of inches and then stretch and reach up. Draw and squeeze the left hip back, the right hip high. And then again, let's transition to that side plank. So here you can either drop the right knee down and take your side plank with the right knee down and the right shin pivoting off behind you, or you can roll onto the right foot now. Start to walk that left foot back, maybe staggering or maybe stacking the feet, and squeeze and lift up through the right side obliques. Keep breathing. One more inhale, and exhale back into plank. Let's shift forward, lowering all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back. And then pressing yourself up and back and finding your child's pose. You can bring the knees wide and just stretch out in front of you. Forehead comes down. So just allowing the breath to settle. And giving yourself this opportunity to rest, to notice. And now bringing yourself back up, making your way back into downward dog. So pressing the hips up high. Again, you can always paddle up the feet here. Good, finding some stillness. Drawing the chest towards the thighs. Let's inhale the right leg up. Open up the right hip and just look under the right shoulder. So drawing that right foot back towards the left seat, peeking under the right shoulder. Keep drawing your chest towards the standing leg, if that makes sense. So you're still rotating the chest towards that standing leg and peeking under the right shoulder. Now inhale that right leg back. Exhale, look and step all the way forward. So again, maybe widening the legs on the mat and coming up into your high lunge. You can always come up in stages, bringing the hands on the hips and encouraging the hips to shine forward here. Then bring the arms up, palms facing in. Good. So finding that integrity in the posture. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, we're going to twist the right hand back, left hand forward. Drawing the right hip back. And then let's come back to center. Bring the palms to the heart. We're going to take our prayer twist. So you can start to lean forward and bring the left elbow outside the right knee and twist, drawing the hands towards the middle of the chest. You can always drop the back knee down here and take this with the back knee down. So you choose. If it feels too wobbly, just bring the back knee down. Stay with the breath. Keep twisting. Now let's come back to center. Inhale. And exhale. So from here, bringing the left foot up a couple of inches and bringing the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. We're going to lengthen here and then start to come forward with a nice straight back. So it's here I need to bend my knee. You may not need to, but you can absolutely bend this front knee as much as you need to. Start to lower down You can bring the hands either onto your blocks here on whichever level suits, or onto whatever you have at home, and then just start to relax into the posture. Head and neck dropping down. Keep drawing the right hip back here. Blocks can be really helpful if you've got tight hamstrings like I have from running. Relax. And then when you are ready, you can just start to bend generously into the front leg. Set the blocks off to the side. And just step up with the other foot. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, palms to the heart. Very good. Okay, so from here, taking your tree pose for Vinyasa. So we'll start with the weight in the right foot. So just bringing the weight into your right leg, spreading the toes evenly, bringing your left foot up. You want your left knee to keep drawing open and back. You can bring this left foot up anywhere on the right leg except the knee. And then if it is up on the thigh, you can really press the thigh into the foot into the thigh, just dropping the shoulders down. You're just focusing on something that's not moving, your drishti in Sanskrit, relaxing the face, maybe lifting the arms up, growing your branches, and if you wobble out, just simply find your way back in with ease. Relax. And bring the hands together at your heart center in prayer. And you can bend into that right knee and just cross the left ankle onto the right thigh, finding your figure of four or standing pigeon, rocking the hips back. Just breathing into this deep stretch in the left outer leg. Drawing the shoulders down. And if you want to take this into a deeper stretch, you can bring the hands down onto either the floor or onto blocks. You can always just bring the block under the hands, otherwise to the ground. You can always close the eyes at any time. And now the challenge is to come out how you came in, so bring the hands into prayer and start to lift up through the core and all the way back up. And really, you can shake it out. Good. And let's come to the top of our mat and find our flow. So inhale, arms rise, and exhale to dive forward. Half lift. Exhale, step back into your plank, lowering down all the way or halfway. Upward dog or cobra. Back to downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Another cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, the left leg rises this time, opening up the left hip. Drawing the chest towards your standing leg, keeping active through that standing leg, engaging the thigh. Drawing the left foot towards the right seat. Let's inhale, straight and square. Exhale, step forward. Coming up into your high lunge. Hips are shining forward. Start to reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, twist open. Left hand back, right hand forward. Breathe here, really pressing into the back foot. Inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, palms to the heart. And taking your prayer twist. So twisting to the left, right elbow hooks outside, the left knee You can choose to drop the back knee down, draw the palms towards the centre line of the chest. One more inhale. Exhale, come back up. So again, bringing the right foot in, outer foot. We're going to take pyramid pose, so you can take pyramid just how we did before, or maybe this time you can bring the hands in reverse prayer behind the back, or hands onto elbows. I can't do this posture due to two broken collarbones that have never healed in the right way. So you choose how you want to do this. I'm just going to take pyramid just how we did on the other side. So right foot out is at 45 degrees. Lengthening the spine, whichever arm pose you took. Maybe bending into the left leg. Or lengthening the spine and then bringing yourself down. Again, drawing the left hip back. I'm going to take my blocks because that enables me to straighten up my front leg and draw the left hip back a little bit more. Relax the head and neck. And then to knees, bend into the front leg. Step the right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. This time, weight into the left leg. Spreading the weight evenly. Bring the right foot up. Anywhere on that left leg. Palms to the heart. And again, maybe growing your branches up. Keep the lift through the midline. Relax the shoulders. And bring the hands to the heart now. Transitioning to your figure of four, standing pigeon, right ankle crosses. Again, staying here with this balance, or dropping down and moving into a deeper stretch in the right outer leg. And then lifting yourself back up, just how you came in if you can, just lifting up and releasing, shaking it out. Good. And let's take our flow again. So bringing the feet together, inhale, arms rise, exhale to dive forward, halfway lift, exhale plank, lowering all the way or halfway down. Cobra or upward dog. Back to downward dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up the right leg, open up the right hip. Just like we did before, or maybe this time, bring it all the way back behind you. Lowering the hips down and then lifting them up and finding the wild thing. Stretching through the front of the body. One more inhale. Exhale, using your core to come back. Send that right leg back. And then step all the way forward to the top of your mat. High lunge. Into your twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, warrior two. So for warrior two, keep your front heel in line with the back heel or the back arch here. Reach forward and reach back. Inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale to lower down. Now just bringing the hands behind the back. drawing them away from the body. We're going to fold over the front leg. So start to come forward, settling your right shoulder over the right knee or just inside it. Your humble warrior. Just surrendering yourself down. Just staying with the process, letting go and releasing. And when you're ready, I'm going to start to press into the front foot, lift yourself up. Straighten that front leg and tee out the arms. Heel toe the back foot in to find your Trikonasana pose. So drawing the shoulders away from each other. We're going to start to tip top down. Imagine that you're leaning into a wall behind you or a clock face. Draw the arms away from each other. So ultimately you want your hand to be just outside that right foot. But for most of us, about here is where it feels accessible. You want to really keep that energy through the left side body and into the shoulder, avoiding any collapsing into the shoulder. You're not going too far. And to come out, we're going to just bend into our front leg. Straighten the front leg. Your reverse triangle, turn up and back. And then lowering yourself all the way down to the front of your mat, finding your runner's lunge, dropping the hips down, reaching the heart forward. And then simply bringing the hands down, bringing the back knee down, and crossing the right shin across the mat, and just settling the hips back down. So drawing the hips back down, and then allowing yourself to fold forward. So just bringing the forehead down onto your cushion or onto the ground. And giving yourself again this opportunity to rest, to connect and slow down the breath. And then from here you can just walk the hands back towards the body. We're going to roll the weight onto that right hip. So just roll the weight onto the right hip. Bring your right hand out and bring your left hand onto the back leg and just swing it forward. Nice and easy. And just settle the sit bones down to draw out any excess flesh from the ground through the sit bones. And we're going to take our Vinyasa. Again, head to knee. Let's see how this feels. Now the body's really warm, so inhaling, reaching the arms up, and exhaling to fold over your left leg. Keep dropping down. And then we're going to take this into a flow. So you can inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand comes back. Inhale, left arm up, lift the hips up high. Exhale, coming back in. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right hand back. Inhale, roll onto the right knee, lift the hips up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Fold forward one more time, just staying in this fold. A couple more breaths. we're going to take your boat pose, Navasana. So drawing the feet back, sitting down on the bottom and just bringing both legs up, hands behind the knees. This may already be enough. Engaging your Ujjayi breath, roll the shoulders back, lift up the heart space. Maybe start to lift up. Staying with the breath, drawing the shoulders back. And release. Cross at the ankles, make your way back to a downward dog. Good. From here, let's inhale, the left leg rises, open up the left hip. Maybe start to bring that left foot all the way back behind you, dropping the hips down and then lifting up. Stretching through the front line of the body, squeezing up through the left glutes. Inhale here. Exhale, use your core to come back, send the leg back. And exhale, step forward. Finding your high lunge. One more inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, warrior two. Setting up with drawing the left knee open, left knees over the front ankle. Heel to heel alignment, or front heel in line with the back arch. Relax the face. At the inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the front leg, lift up. Exhale, sink down lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then bringing the hands behind the back. Bring the more unusual thumb on top. Start to look over the front knee and then fold forward and find your humble warrior. So you can feel this really lengthening the spine. This is a wonderful stretch for the back. And then already pressing up through that front foot and finding your T-shaped arms. Straighten the front leg out. Really activate through the legs and then start to come down, left hand down, right hand up. Keep really dynamic through the left side body. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale here and exhale, reverse triangle. Reach the left arm up and back, maybe looking up. Good, and then cartwheel the hands all the way down to the top of the mat. Let's step back into a plank pose. So just finding your plank, engaging with your core. Drawing navel to spine, really pressing into the balls of the feet. And just lower the knees down and find your puppy pose, Anahatasana. So walk the hands forward and bring the forehead down. And just allow yourself to rest, to melt the heart towards the ground. And now, just walking the hands back in towards you. We're going to come to a seat, swing the legs out in front of you. Just going to lift the microphone. So from here, lowering yourself all the way down onto your mat. And you can walk the feet back in towards you. Bring the feet wide on the edge of the mat and just windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Good, and then from here, I want you just to stretch out the left leg and draw the right knee in towards you. So just drawing that right knee in towards the right shoulder and really engaging through the left leg. And then from here, release the grip, start to bring that left knee over to the left side. Looking over the right shoulder. Your left hand can be on the right thigh maybe. You can always bend the bottom leg as well. Just looking over your right shoulder. Relax the face. And then just coming all the way back to center, stretching out the right leg and drawing in the left knee now. Staying active through the left leg, drawing that left knee in. You can always circle through the ankle, keeping the chin tucked. And then find your twist, so drawing the left knee over to the right side, looking over the left shoulder. See if you can start to slow down the breath even more. Turning on your body's parasympathetic nervous system, our rest, digest, and heal mode. And then when you are ready, you can just bring yourself back. We're going to finish our session with Happy Baby. So you can bring your hands, your two-piece fingers around the big toes, or you can bring your hands onto the outer edges of the feet or even the ankles, wherever you can reach basically. And start off by just grounding the lower back down into the mat. And just drawing the toes in towards the shoulders or outside edge of the shoulders. You can really feel this in the hips, and also you're giving your lower back a little massage here. And then you can just start to take some movement, maybe bending and straightening one leg and then the other, rolling on the back, just finding your own little version of Happy Baby, just relaxing into it. And when you are ready, you can release and make your way into your Shavasana. Feel free to take any final shapes or postures before finding your Shavasana. The feet fall open to the sides, legs are wide. You can lift up the shoulders and snuggle them further down the back, palms facing up. And relax. Just letting go of any control now of anything. Feel your face soften, the mouth, the jaw. Allow your eyes to sink deep into their sockets.
You've worked really hard. This is your time now to fully digest, to assimilate all the benefits of the physical postures, the asanas that we've practiced, but also the breath work, the pranayama, your ujjayi breath. So please make the most of this last few minutes. And if you're able to at home, please just turn me off now and take this time to relax even more. If you do need to come back to your day now, we can start to wake up together. So you can start to awaken the body, just taking some circles through the ankles and wrists and starting to deepen the breath now. Maybe taking a big stretch, reaching up through the fingers and down through the legs and toes. Also lifting up the small of the back and stretching through the belly. And then walking the feet back towards the body, nestling the lower back into the mat. Let's roll onto our right side, making a pillow for the head with a hand or the arm. Just resting here in this fetal position. And then when you are ready, you can use your outer hand to press yourself up to a seat. So just keeping the eyes closed down for now. Grounding through the sit bones and lifting tall for the crown of the head. Just noticing how you feel. You can bring your hands into prayer at your heart center and just come back to the intention that you set yourself. Just feeling a moment of gratitude for your amazing body, your breath, and also taking a moment to honor who you are, all that you show up for, and who you show up for every day. Acknowledging your light, your brilliance. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day or evening. I'll see you soon.